All right, so now we're live. Alexis just told me to be on my best behavior because we were live. Gosh, that's difficult because sometimes, I just want to act up a little bit. But anyway, so before we start, we're going to wait just a tad until we've got some people tuned in so that I'm not talking to myself. Kathleen, I heard that snicker. Kathleen said I would talk to a wall. Really? That's true. I do like to talk, so no problem with that. So hopefully some people will tune in. We're going to be talking about our classes today, some updates, just some fun things that we've got coming up and fun things that are going on. So, Alexis, do we have anyone tuned in yet? Not a soul. Oh my God.
This is not true.
Oh, it's not. She said that's not true.
Judy Farmer.
Oh,
Stephanie
Judy. Hi,
Kinnett,
Judy. Who?
Stephanie Kinnett.
Stephanie. Judy, I hope you're showing up Saturday for Sit and Sew. I'll be here. Usually she's a regular. Hopefully she'll come.
Cookie,
You all should come.
Kathy Jackson, Jamie Hutchinson.
Nice. Cookie, we haven't seen you in a long time. You should come to Sit and Sew on Saturday. All right. So we're about ready to start, Alexis? We have people?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll begin with a note of sadness in my voice. The Bengals did not win the Super Bowl, as you all know. And as you all know, if the Bengals had won the Super Bowl, I would be doing ballroom dance lessons with my husband. I said, maybe, wait a minute, there's a loophole. If the Bengals make it to the Super Bowl, I get ballroom dance lessons. So we checked the tape from 25 years ago, figuratively, not literally. He said, no, it was if they won the Super Bowl, so no dance lessons. And I said, but don't you want to take dance lessons? He relented. We negotiated, and this is what he came up with. Cue the music, Alexis. The Macarena. This is as far as I got with the dance lessons. The Macarena. Seriously. However, what can I do? He's a good guy. So no dance lessons, hopefully next year. Speaking of my husband, I went to Bass Pro Shop with him because he does go in quilt shops with me. He helps me out. He has a good eye for color. So we went to the fishing store, and I got to look at fishing lures. Now, ladies, if you go to a quilt shop, you're going to buy something, right? You're going to find something, a notion, a piece of fabric. You'll find something. He went through the entire fishing department at Bass Pro Shop, did not buy a thing. Normally, you see guys walking around there with a basket, popping in rubber worms, plugs, all kinds of topwater lures. I'm getting the lingo down, right? And he doesn't even have a basket to put goodies in. I'm just going crazy. Then I started thinking, and this is my idea for you. I'm looking at the fishing lures, and they are beautiful. They are all different colors. And they truly had a palette of different colors for different types of fishing lures. Well, if you're a quilter, if you're an embroiderer, we are all about color. Some of these lures had a beautiful palette, so I started thinking about these in terms of what colors I could put together for a quilt or a project. So when we see things in nature or in print and the colors strike you as, wow, I never would have thought of putting that together in terms of color, but it looks good, snap a picture of it because now you've got some new inspiration for a project. So I had a whole new appreciation for the fishing lures because they were now palettes of color for my project. So, okay, let's start talking a little bit about some things we've got going on. First thing I'm going to cover is something from last month, which was National Embroidery Month. And if you remember, we did this nifty little sandwich carrier, right? This was a design that was available here at Tri-County. It's an In the Hoop project. Well, National Embroidery Month is finished. However, you are still welcome to come in and visit us and pick up your copy of that design. So bring a USB in, and Alexis will download either the Jeff for you or the VP3 so you can stitch that out. There's also a tutorial on how to make it. It's a fun project. Please come and visit us, pick up your design. So that's National Embroidery Month. Let's go on with Ellsmere. Ellsmere is having an open house, and that is going to be on Friday, March 4th. That's this Friday. This says, yeah, March 4th. That is from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Come in for a cup of coffee. That sounds good. Visit with us. They've got new design collections, threads, and samples. And I think that we are carrying, Alexis, I'm looking at you. I think we're carrying another line of thread.
Yeah.
We're carrying the new glide thread, which is very, very popular with embroiderists. So you might want to stop in Ellsmere, take a look at that. It's a new line of thread. It's supposed to have a good sheen, a good gloss, and also be very, very strong. It is a trilobal polyester, which means 3 filaments twisted together for a good look. Still have a lot of shine. Glide thread, new, open house at Ellsmere. Stop by and visit. Everyone who joins them will get a free gift. Also at Ellsmere, Introduction to Ruler Work, and that is going to be Wednesday, March 30th. So that's the end of the month. This is going to add a new technique to your free motion quilting. You can add rulers using the ruler work foot. And that's going to refine your quilting shapes, not just lines. They're going to be shapes like clamshells. Let's see what else. With clamshells, curves, waves, circles, feathers, all of those using rulers that are going to give you a defined shape to quilt your quilt. So lots of fun on that. Class is starting to fill up, so you might want to give a call over to Ellsmere and get your reservation in for that. Anything else with Ellsmere? That's all I've got on my list here. I think we're good. Okay. Tri-County. We'll move on to Tri-County. Saturday, March 5th is Sit and Sew. That's my baby. Come in to see me. Bring your sewing machine, bring a project, come in and sew. There is no cost for that event. It is this Saturday, starts at 11 o'clock, goes till about 3. Work on your project. I'll be here to help. I'm hoping some of you will show up. Usually we have a pretty good crowd, and it's a lot of fun. Alexis is going to have refreshments. Do we know what the refreshments are going to be? I'm always in for the refreshments. Oh, did you say donuts?
Sure.
I'm putting her on the spot. She said donuts.
Why not?
Why not? Donuts or cookies are always good. We've even had people bake cookies.
Brenda, you could bake cookies.
No, I'm not going to bake cookies. I am busy. I could bake cookies. I do bake good cookies. It's a possibility. I'm thinking we're gonna have donuts. So anyway, Sit and Sew. Come in, bring your project, your machine. I'll help and see what kind of project we can make on your projects. Wednesday, March 9th is Social Corner. That's next Wednesday. That is when we come in and we talk about different issues in sewing, new notions, aha moments, something that you've discovered or something that I found on the web that we want to talk about, anything that ups our game. Okay, so that is Wednesday, March 9th. Thursday, March 10th or March 12th. This class is going to be offered twice. And Thursday, March 10th, and then the other date that I mentioned, March 12th, that is a Saturday. This is the second part of Am with an E's free motion class. Now, if you took the free motion class, you know what you did is you learned about meandering, you learned about hand placement, you learned about using gloves, about what foot to use, and kind of the basics of free motion quilting. Now you're going to take those skills and ramp it up to the next level, and there's going to be a project. This is the project. It makes a cute little table runner or cute little wall hanging. We'll be supplying the panel, and as you can see, Alex, can you see? Can you see that? Look in the center, and what you're seeing are some feathers up higher there. Okay, good, thanks. There's some feathers and there's some whirligigs down.
There you go.
How's that? Okay, and also some echo quilting. So you're going to learn some new skills with your free motion quilting. Now what this does, this really gets you to the point where if you have a project to quilt, you're going to feel comfortable jumping in the water and assigning those stitches to that project, okay? So quilting on the lines, if you have a panel, echo quilting, some beginning feather work, whirls, etc. So that's Ann. That will be Thursday or Saturday. Please call in and get your spot. Next is Wednesday, March 17th, and that is the Kimberbell Monthly Club, and that is going to be a cute little spring. Okay, up, down, where am I? Up, good, okay. It's a cute little spring banner to hang out for the upcoming warmer months. The thing I like, there are a couple things I like about this sample. If you look here, we've got some sparkle. And that is the glitter vinyl that Kimberbell is famous for using, and that adds another dimension on your design, okay, which is really, really cute. The other thing I like about this, it uses the felt, that's okay. But the daisies down here, the finish stitching that Kimberbell always includes on their designs is so fun. It's not simply a satin, it's almost like a candle wicking to finish out the design. And then there's a cute little moth right here in the center. So really darling. This can be a banner or actually little handles. This would make a cute little tote bag, okay? So that is the Kimberbell, and that is the virtual club. Cost on that, I believe, is $12.95, Alexis? Okay, that's confirmed, $12.95. Okay, and is there a kit for that for the banner itself?
There will be.
There will be. Okay, so $12.95, that includes the design, and then there is a kit if you want the design. Of course, that's included in your $12.95. If you want the little banner to put it on, then there'll be a kit fee to get that. As I mentioned, it can be a banner or a tote bag. Let's see. Another Kimberbell event that we've got going on, which is the May Flowers bench pillow. If you've been doing our bench pillows with us, Alex, is it showing? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is the May Flowers. Now, this is kind of fun. This will be for spring, and as you can see, there are a variety of flower pots on here, and again, some interesting finish stitching on the flower pots. It does not just a satin stitch, but then a bean stitch around that to give it that extra touch that Kimberbell is famous for. Now this is actually using fabric for the pots. I've seen some samples where they use cork for the flower pots, and that's kind of fun. I know that cork was all the rage a couple years ago before COVID, so you probably have some. Makes a nice textured look on the pillow. So this is going to be offered two ways. It's going to be offered in embroidery on March 23rd with Kathleen. And then on Saturday, March 26th, we're going to be offering the sewing version of that bench pillow. Kathleen will be teaching that because I will be in sunny Louisiana fishing. Remember, beginning of the show, fishing lures. Bye, Linda. Okay, so that's why the interest in all the fishing. But she's going to be teaching the sewing and the embroidery versions of the Mayflowers bench pillow. So join us for one of those. Wednesday, May 25th, another Kimberbell project, and that is called the Red, White, and Barbecue Spark event. Red, White, and Barbecue Spark event. It's got two projects in it. One is an apron. The other is an oven mitt. The apron is kind of cute because it's striped. And I think it probably needs to be higher.
Mm-hmm, that's good.
Okay, good. So I'm going to point. This is the apron, and it's got a pig design on it. And it looks like the pig on the inside. It has all different words suggesting barbecue. Your choice of a rocket or a flag. Kind of cute. The blank, meaning the apron, is darling with the stripes to give it a little extra flair. And then also there's going to be an oven mitt. And the oven mitt, when it comes from Kimberbell, is unstitched. In other words, it's an open project. You do your embroidery, and then you do the finish stitching to turn it into your project. And that is Red, White, and Barbecue Spark event.
Mm-hmm. And I was going to just show them really quick.
Oh.
There's 6 bonus designs.
There are 6 bonus designs.
If you make a purchase during the event, and they're maybe kind of hard to see, but
Can you see those, Lex?
some cute designs that can be stitched on t-shirts, towels, placemats, napkins, aprons, whatever.
Good.
Okay.
Cute. Getting ready for summer. I love it. Just in time for Memorial Day picnics. Okay. Next, we want to talk about classes that are still being finalized. And I have very, very few details on this. So if you're going to ask details, you're going to have to wait. This one I know the details on because I'm going to be teaching it. Is Janet Mello, is she watching?
Not that I can see.
Pardon me?
Not that I can see.
Bummer. Okay, well, hopefully she catches this later. We're going to be doing this stack and whack quilt project, okay? And I'm going to be teaching that, and I know Janet's been kind of bugging me to do that and a couple of other people. This is a technique that was really popular about maybe 15 years ago, and we're bringing it back because a lot of our ladies got into quilting later and never had the opportunity to do this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a 2-part class. The first part will be a virtual part. It'll be Zoom, and I'll be talking about the technique and giving some hints on the type of fabric that you're going to select for your stack and whack quilt. Okay, so we'll be doing that as a virtual and over Zoom. And then the second part, of course, will be in person here, and we'll be doing the cutting of the fabric. It's a special technique to cut it to get this kind of kaleidoscope effect, okay? I'll have my sample done soon. Alexis has been kind of on my tail to get that in. The top is, I have to put the borders on it. I don't like to do that part, so I stalled. That's my fault. Anyway, so that's going to be in April. Also, we're going to be having a thread painting class. What are the details? I have no details. It just says thread painting, coming soon to a channel near you. Dakota pillow class. That's the details I have. Oh, this one I have a few details on. Epic Owners Club. So the Epic Owners Club is something that we're going to be starting. I talked to Margaret from Ellsmere. She asked me to be involved with the Epic Owners Club. And of course, that is a... Sorry, I had to. That's a Viking class, and we're going to be doing different things to learn our epic sewing machines even better. And of course, that's a Viking. That's why I've got this silly hat on, right? Okay, I'll take it off. Anyway, each of the classes will involve a special technique that you learn and use on your Viking epic machine, whether it's a special foot or special stitches that are built into the machine to get to know your machine better. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do it either monthly or every other monthly, depending on the response that we get. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. You know I have an Epic too. I really like the machine, so that means I get to play with it and learn more and share. I'm all in. Epic Owners Club. Virtual sewing classes with Shannon Fabrics. Up in Tri-County here, we had Club, and I think they had it down in Ellsmere. They had Shannon Fabrics as well. Luke's had flown her in from California. They do the really, really thick, fuzzy fabrics, and she shared with us some techniques to cut it so that you didn't have fuzz flying and how to make some really interesting, fun, furry textile blankets. So there are going to be some virtual classes with Shannon Fabrics. I hope it's the same girl. She was terrific. So that's coming up. June of 2022 is the Serger Workshop. Details to follow. And then September of 2022 is Software Camp. Now, Software Camp was scheduled during 2020, and then COVID, of course, took it down like it took a lot of things down. So we'll be having Software Camp in September, and I will be there either taking the class with you or facilitating and helping the teacher. One way or another, I got to make sure I'm there because there's some things I need to learn that I don't know about the software. So we'll be all involved in that. I think that is about it. I know I've got the giveaway right here. I haven't forgotten. Anything else that you want me to talk about, Alexis? Do we have any questions?
Your cousin's on here, Rhonda.
Cuz, good to see you. I spoke with her this morning on the way into work.
Sharon, there's not a final date for software camp yet. It's still being finalized. Everybody loved your hat.
Oh, good. This was actually my son's hat because you can see it doesn't fit my head. But he was a Viking way back in his youth. He's 20 years old now, and he's still a knucklehead, but that was his hat. Okay, what else? They want to know if I have a hat appropriate for a Janome.
Yes, absolutely.
I will by next month. I'll have a Janome hat. What else?
Sue, there is no date set for the Epic class yet.
That'll be a TBA. That'll be fun, though. Guarantee it. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you what the giveaway is. This is the Kimberbell tape. We're doing a lot of Kimberbell projects. This tape is to hold your project down in the hoop, or there are some projects where you're putting fabric on the underside of the hoop where you're floating a piece of fabric, and this will also hold your fabric down on the underside of the hoop or inside the hoop. So good stuff. And Alexis is ruffling up the names. Is she going to toss it at me? Oh, good. You know what? I'm not going to give. Look at that. So the winner is Leona Smith. Leona, stop in Tri-County and get your roll of Kimberbell tape. And I think that we are done with our Facebook Live, unless there's anything else, Alexis. She's giving me the head shake. So till next time, it's Brenda with Luke's.